Hello! So if everything turns out right, this should be my official layout for any videos I'm planning to make in the future. So yeah, this is my official avatar. Anyways, enjoy the video.
It's a new age for the universe.
Failure!
Buenos dias or buenas noches, my beautiful people. This is your favorite Blanco Latino,
The Dawn.
Geo here, and I have seen Rebel Moon, and it's basically a budget Star Wars with lots of slow-mos, cool stylistic characters with no substance. So yeah, where to begin? Well, first off, give that fluffy thumbs up and let's continue with the video. So Rebel Moon, it's crazy. It's a Star Wars movie that doesn't have a hero's journey. After I watched it, I definitely took some time to think about it, how I felt, because it was just weird, and I noticed that the main character, Cora, which I cannot believe that's her name, because when I saw what the main chick looks like, and I like the actress too, she's great in Kingsman. When I first saw her look, I instantly just thought of Cora from Legend of Korra. And what a coincidence, her name's actually Cora, except in the subtitles it's spelled with one R, not two R's.
Coincidence? I think not!
So I find that pretty funny. But yeah, the actress is fine. She's good in it. She's just so damn powerful. It's just, she was too OP. Hopefully they explained that she's a super soldier or something like that. But she just took down 8 guys in a barn. But to be fair, that fight choreography was pretty awful. The fact that they had guys with guns, they had her at gunpoint, and they did nothing. I mean, she was right there. She's fighting all your men. And you have her at gunpoint with a hostage, just shoot her. By the way, this will have some minor spoilers, so you have been warned. Well, it's kind of my fault I said it this late, but yeah, you've been warned now. So yeah, main girl, she's basically Obi-Wan because she's the one that ends the bar fights, because we actually do get our own cantina scene, and Zack Snyder decided to be very weird about it. And I know some of you guys are just gonna point out saying, stop comparing it with Star Wars, it's Zack Snyder's own theme. Well, I can't help it when there's so much similarities. Even the movie starts similar. Instead of having a opening crawl, you have Anthony Hopkins narrating about the story so far that's happened, and then we get the title card. While in Star Wars you get the title card, then the crawl, but then both opening sequences of these movies all end with the camera panning down from the stars towards a planet. So sorry that I can't help myself but notice the similarities. And it's okay to get inspirations from media that you loved, and you turn that idea into your own creation. But it just seems like Zack Snyder just copied some of it. I mean, we got our killer Death Ray, which it's not really Death Ray. It's a big giant ship that nukes planets. Not so far from the Death Star, I'm pretty sure. So the story is basically, the mother world is basically the empire of this universe, and they come to the planet that our main girl, Cora, is at, and they want food from this planet, from the farmers. It's a farmer planet, and they've been given 10 weeks to give them the food that they need. But Cora decides to gather a group of warriors to help make a stand against the Imperium. And so now her and her love interest, who's basically the Luke Skywalker, and she's the Obi-Wan Kenobi to be honest, go out on an adventure to recruit several different individuals who have a pure hatred towards the mother world and help defend this village.
Because on paper, it says he's a genius. But at home, it doesn't match!
This is basically the plot of A Bug's Life. Don't believe me? Ants have to give their food to grasshoppers to another season, I believe. So, Flip, our main character, has to go get warrior bugs to protect their home. from the grasshoppers. Only difference is we don't have a bunch of clowns. We actually do have a bunch of warriors. It's just the only problem is once they get recruited, they're basically background characters for the rest of the movie. And that's a shame because a lot of these characters' designs are pretty cool. You get basic backstories for each character, but that's it. You don't see them getting engaged with certain conversations later in the movie. You don't get to hear their opinions about certain things. They're just there. They're basically your party members in the background, like Mass Effect. Hell, even Mass Effect, your followers actually had something to say during a situation.
Shepard, your clone has entered the ship and is attempting to...
Well, this is awkward.
Crap. Inevitable in retrospect.
She's supposed to do that? Oh, shit.
You know, all the characters are just boring or they're just blanks. There's really nothing to them. So when they start dying, I don't care. You never gave me time to get to know these characters. And once he dies, I go, oh, okay. And some other character goes, no! And I just can't help but laugh. This movie made me laugh unintentionally several times. There were some cool concepts like the spider lady fight. I thought her design was pretty cool, except I don't understand why none of the characters actually help this poor lady fight the spider. Never explains why. Maybe she did, but I don't know. The movie felt long. How long is this movie? So this movie's 2 hours and 15 minutes, but felt longer. And it's crazy because I feel like not much really happens. We recruit our warriors, we fight the bad guy, but except in different terms, not how we thought was going to happen. Which I find the final confrontation a bit lame, because personally I thought it would be cool to see Cora's experience or tactics, to see what she would do in home advantage when they're back in the village, Rambo style, but I guess we'll never know. Maybe in part 2 we might, but who knows. And the slow-mos went on forever. I enjoyed the Snyder Cut for Justice League, but the slow-mos in that sometimes it were way too much. Same applies to here. Zack Snyder doesn't know when to hold back the slow-mos. Zack Snyder knows how to direct a movie. He just doesn't know how to write a movie. Because god damn, the amount of expositions we get. You can have some dialogue exchange, but in a way that's natural to get exposition. But no, you have characters talking, explaining to a way as if they're talking to the audience. You're telling us what's happening, but you're not showing us what's happening. And it feels like the movie started halfway through a story. Because I feel like once the movie started, I just felt I'm missing something here. I need to know more about this character, our main girl. And we do get that in flashbacks and stuff like that later on after Act 1. But I'm going, this could have been the start of the movie. This could have been a whole opening sequence, a whole prologue. Then we go to the farm part of the movie. Then you have characters disappearing, like the robot. I do like Anthony Hopkins, and I thought he was fine. He was good at voicing the robot. The CGI is great too. He looked really good in some shots. But once he shot that guy, then that's it. He just goes away, and we don't see him for the rest of the movie until the final shot. And then there was this whole thing that this new recruit of, I guess, the budget stormtroopers. It looked like he had a thing for this girl, and that's why he wanted to stand up against his superiors to defend her, which, fair enough. But then they just disappeared. They just dropped that completely. It definitely feels so much was missing from this movie. And I'm not sure if either it's all going to be answered in part 2, or if there's actually some crazy freaking extended cut. Because that would be ridiculous if there's actually a lot of footage being cut off from part 1. And Zack Snyder's saying, oh, there's an extended cut somewhere.
You can't keep getting away with it!
But if that's true, why cut the footage then? Because your movie's in a streaming service, so that means people can just watch parts of the movie, switch it off, do something else, and then watch some parts later. It's not going to be in a theater. And main bad guy, Ajax, I mean, he's from Deadpool, he's Ajax to me. He was not intimidating at all. He just had a stupid haircut, and he carries a stupid club, bashing people's heads in. And there are just times where I feel like this movie could have been rated R, but there was just no blood. When some of the, I guess, more violent parts happen in the movie, there's just no blood. It was really distracting. Maybe just give a lot of characters these budget lightsabers. The only ones that had it was Nemesis and this other random person that cut this woman down at the start of the movie. I don't remember, that shit happened so fast. So it makes you wonder why use a stupid stick when you got laser swords to cut people down. I think that would have made him a lot more intimidating. But no, I got a freaking stick to execute you with. I'll bash your head in like Abby did with Joel from The Last of Us. And he's basically the Darth Vader of this movie. And also his master, which he does refer to as master, is the current leader of the Motherworld. And they're not intimidating at all. They're just jabronis, man. These villains are just cartoony. They're just bad, man. But who knows? Probably part 2 will answer all our questions. Hopefully they explain Korra being super soldier or something like that. You expect us to say, I'm the bestest ever. Deal with it. I know the actress got a bit in shape for the role, but again, so did these guys who played these budget stormtroopers. They're bigger than her. So that's why I am really assuming that she's enhanced. But yeah, I'm basically done. I'm done talking about this movie. If you really want to waste 2 hours of your time, you can go watch it. I mean, you're not losing any money out of it if you do have Netflix. But other than that, I would not recommend it. Probably not now until we get a part 2 released. Then we'll see. We'll see how it turns out once we have both parts released. But yeah, if you've seen Rebel Moon and if you liked it, great. I'd like to hear your thoughts why you like it. Maybe I'm missing something. Just put the comments down below. And, you know, let's all be respectful with our opinions. But for me, I didn't like it, unfortunately. And it sucks because I was looking forward to it and I was fairly disappointed. Out of the 2 sci-fi movies that came out between Creator and Rebel Moon, Creator was definitely the better movie. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys listening to the video the whole way, even if you're watching bits and pieces here or there. And hopefully you enjoy my little cartoony self, my little avatar, because I have no intentions of showing my face. But anyways, let's close it off here, folks. I wish you guys a good day or good night. Ciao.
Cause the Mexican so gay, he can't even dodge a car. So how did he dodge border patrol? Yeah, 'cause best made is a dildo.